Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Sun Devils will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Trojans offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
And the Trojans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the heat. Hit as he throws. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. There he goes to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Off play action. Trying to bull his way out. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayama. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That's caught. It's Lemon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Trojans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he got there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Here comes this home crowd as the defense. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but if they spin him down, bring him in the blitz, you can tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. Pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here's the pressure. Finds the tight end. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarve. The hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. Using the quick game. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Right down the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's McClain. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that's really good 3rd down defense. You've given up some yards, who cares? Down here, right near the goal line, you bow your neck up, you force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
This one's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Find some fresh air. It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lemon. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lets one fly deep. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I'm I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Clement. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Third down play from the gun. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Sanders. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be a shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And That's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Levitt. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They take the lead with the 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 25 over New Mexico. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
There he goes! Knocked off his feet.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got...
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Clement. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Moss. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Udo. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. He'll start this drive firing. He just kept going to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Levin. Caught near the sticks, it's Tyson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Udo. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the point after is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistent.
Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Sun Devils need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, USC. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Levin. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him...
It's a running room. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires deep on the run. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there.
He's going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change